Welcome back. In a series of lectures, we have seen how to sketch the Bode plot for systems with and without time delay. In this lecture, we will see if a Bode plot is given, then how to get back the transfer function. Whenever the asymptotic magnitude plot is given and the system is delay free, that much information is enough to get its transfer function. Phase information is not required. But if the system has time delay, that is dead time, then along with the magnitude plot, the phase value at any one frequency is required, or even the value of phase crossover frequency is also sufficient to find out the entire transfer function. In this lecture, we will solve two examples where the magnitude plot will be given for a delay free system, and for a system with time delay, along with the magnitude plot, its phase or crossover frequency is provided. So let us begin with it. In this first example, what is given? So this is the magnitude plot and it has a number of changes in the slope. What different information it gives? That initially it has a slope of minus 20 dB per decade. That means, let us find out different factors. Factors means poles and zeros, and gain will be considered later on. Number 1, pole at origin. Second, at omega equal to 4, the slope is changing from minus 20 to minus 40. That means at omega equal to 4, another pole is added. So we get the information that pole with omega equal to 4 radian per second. Then the third, at omega equal to 10, again the slope is changing, but this time it is becoming minus 20 from minus 40, and this is possible only if a 0 is added at omega equal to 10. So with omega equal to 10, there is a 0. So 0 with omega equal to 10, or the corner frequency of that 0 is 10 radian per second. And then again the slope is changing at omega equal to 30. So it is becoming from minus 20 to minus 40, hence there is a pole with omega equal to 30 radian per second. Now let us find out the gain k. So here starting point, okay, this frequency, this is at 1 radian per second. So if this is at 1 radian per second, the gain is 60 dB at 1 radian per second, means starting point will be 20 log k only. But if this point is at 0.1, then this will be 20 log k plus 1. But here the given frequency, starting frequency is 1. So it is directly 20 log k, and hence 20 log k is equal to 60 dB. And so k will be log k will be 3 and k will be 1000. Then next, from this what we get, we can write down g of j omega is equal to 1000, that is k, into 1 plus j omega by 10, this 0, then j omega, this pole at origin, 1 plus j omega by 4, this pole, and 1 plus j omega by 30. And what this gives me is 1000 into j omega plus 10 by 10 divided by j omega into j omega plus 4 by 4 into j omega plus 30 by 30. And that means this will be 100 into 120. So it will be 12,000 into j omega plus 10 divided by j omega into j omega plus 4 into j omega plus 30. And so its transfer function g of s is 12,000 into s plus 10 divided by s into s plus 4 into s plus 30. And you can cross verify. Take 10 common from this. Take 120 common from this. 120 is gone. 10 it will become 1000 and 60 dB. So it's correct. So transfer function is obtained. And no phase information was required because the system is delay free. Now let us consider another example. In this case, what is given? We have to find out transfer function, and system has phase transfer frequency 6 radian per second. So we have to cross verify for dead time if any, and no need to have the starting frequency because the starting slope is 0 dB. So 20 log k is the starting point. So from that we can find out k. But let us find out different factors. There is a slope change at omega equal to 1 by 40 dB per decade. That means there are two poles, double pole with omega equal to 1. Second, at omega equal to 5 the frequency is changing and it is becoming from minus 40 to minus 20. So there is a 0 with omega equal to 5. Then at omega equal to 10 again it is becoming minus 40. So there is a pole with omega equal to 10. Unit is radian per second for the frequency, and for k the starting point it is 20 log k equal to 20. So log k is equal to 1, so k is equal to 10. And that means we have g1 of j omega, because here we have the dead time as well. So let us first find out g1 of j omega. g1 of j omega will be equal to 10 into, there is a 0, so this 0 will be at 1 plus j omega by 5 upon, there is a double pole, so 1 plus j omega square into 1 plus j omega by 10, and this will be, this 10 will come up 5, so it will be 20 into j omega plus 5 upon 1 plus j omega whole square into j omega plus 10. And so g1 of s, the transfer function, which is a delay free portion, will be 20 into s plus 5 upon s plus 1 whole square into s plus 10. And now we have to find out the delay. So, and that we will do from the phase equation. At omega equal to omega pc equal to 6 radian per second, what do we have? The overall phase. Overall phase will be what? Phase of g1 into minus omega t. So it will be here in this case, it will be minus 2 times tan inverse omega, or first let us find out this, plus tan inverse omega by 5 minus tan inverse omega by 10 minus 57.3 omega d. And at omega equal to 6, the phase will be minus 180. So minus 180 is equal to minus 2 tan inverse 6, omega pc is 6, plus tan inverse 1.2 minus tan inverse 0.6 minus 57.3 into 6 into d. And what this gives me, that d will be equal to 180 minus 2 tan inverse 6 plus tan inverse 1.2 minus tan inverse 0.6 divided by 57.3 into 6. and after calculating this value we get the dead time as 0.1110 second. So the overall transfer function g of s is equal to 20 into s plus 5 upon s plus 1 whole square into s plus 10 into e raised to minus 0.1110s. This is the delay time we have obtained, and so we have done how to find out the transfer function from the Bode plot. It is enough on the frequency domain analysis. From the next lecture we will start the controllers. Thank you.